lower TV. Hi guys, Todd here again. Welcome back to my channel, TW Home Show, and today we're going to be talking all about smart buttons, particularly the smart buttons that will work with like a routine you set to that button, or a scene that you want to set up in a home theater or something like that with the touch or click of one button. That's what we're going to do today, and these buttons work with Alexa. That's our favorite device to work with, at least it is mine. And it doesn't operate on Z-Wave, so you don't need a SmartThings hub or anything. But we're going to talk a little bit. We're mentioning the Flic buttons. Now this is the most costly solution if you want a smart button, but this one was a pack of 3, came with the Flic hub, but each button, each 3 of the buttons, they've got 3 different actions that you can perform with each button. One click, a single click does one action. You can double click it to do another action, or you can hold it for 5 seconds for a third action for each button. So like one button could be an on-off toggle switch. By pressing it once, turn a light or lights on, and double pressing it to turn all the lights back off. So that's a great solution, but you got to pay the price for that, guys. Now I found this other setup by Broadlink. This is the kit. It comes with one of these 4 switch buttons, action buttons, and also the hub built in for, I think it was like $25. And then I picked up a couple more extra 4 button switches, 23 bucks each. So you're paying like $2 extra just for the hub. The hub can support 8 of these Broadlink buttons or devices per hub. So very affordable solution, this option here. Now the only thing with this, you've got 4 different buttons on each corner. One button does one action only. There's no double click, there's no press and hold for other actions. It's just one click, performs an action, and that's it. So out of these 4, you can maybe do 2 scenes. Like this one button you can press once and turn all your theater lights on. And then maybe the button 2, you can press it once and turn all the theater lights off. And then you can have another set here, maybe the 3rd button, pull down your projector screen. And then the 4th button, maybe it retracts up your projector screen. So great for home theaters, or great for night side bed opportunities too, because I'm always the latest person to bed. My wife's sleeping, trying to get some sleep for work the next day, and I come in after watching movies and stuff like that, and she's sleeping, the doggy's sleeping. I don't want to fire out a command to Alexa. I just want to go to bed silently, and I can press my button. In this case, I have the Flic button on my bedside, and if I press it once, I can turn the bedside lamps off. If I have to get up at night and go to the bathroom, I can click it twice, turn the lights on or off, depending on what I want to do. Also, I do have a Flic button, and these can do the same thing, right? We're going to set one of these up in just a minute. But the Flic button I got next to my couch, I can press it once and it shows me my UV gate camera. If I'm expecting somebody at the gate, I can just tap it and it changes my Fire TV to just that gate. Or I can tap it twice and change it to my front door camera. Or I can press and hold for 5 seconds on that Flic button, and then it brings back all the cameras on my Fire TV. So that's the possibilities you have here with smart buttons. And I'm talking specifically buttons that will work directly with your Alexas around your house. So there's no other, SmartThings hub that's going to go obsolete in years. You're kind of just working with their own sub-environment hub that pairs with a skill to the Alexa app. So you got the Broadlink hub, and that has a skill, Broadlink skill. You got to pair that skill to the Alexa app, and then it will be able to discover and operate your Broadlink buttons. Same thing with the Flic buttons. You download their skill, upload it to the Alexa app, and then all of a sudden you can pair all of your Flic buttons. So both of these options are easy, just one's a lot more affordable. Now the Broadlink button here I'm going to show you today, we're going to set up some actions for these buttons as well, so stay tuned. But there's one minor glitch, but don't worry about it. It still works. I'm just going to show you how to get around it and what that glitch is, so stay tuned. It's kind of interesting. All right guys, I've got the Broadlink hub right here, little tiny thing. It's a little bit bigger than a quarter. And this thing, it doesn't need to be plugged in directly to a router. You can just plug this in, power in the USB cord. It comes with this short USB cord right here and a micro USB end. So just power that up with, it says, I think 1 to 5 amps of power with the power block that you may have around your house. And this can be placed anywhere around the house, centrally located, so that all of your buttons will have a signal from it. So we're going to go ahead and pair this 4-button Broadlink Smart Switch. I'm going to go ahead and open up the Broadlink app here and we'll put it up on screen. You'll have to download the Broadlink app, create an account. I've already got one of my buttons, 4 buttons set up, named Smart Shades Buttons. So right now we're going to go ahead and add this button right here. This is going to operate some bedroom lights, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and press the plus button at the top right corner within the Broadlink app, and I'm going to scan QR code as the option. And the QR code is right in the back on the top corner there of our button switch. There we got it, smart button. Confirm to add at the bottom. Press that. And where is your device? We're going to name this, it's going to be in the bedroom. And then select next, name your device at the bottom. Select that. And we're going to type over this. We're going to do smart lights button and save. Select save. And then there's your sub device that's paired underneath of this router. And we've got button 1, 2, and 3. We're going to select save. Go I know it. Press I know it at the bottom. And done. And select use device now. The device is currently not paired with the gateway. What you got to do now is there's a button, a reset switch button. Got to hold that for, I believe, 10 to 20 seconds. And you'll see a light start blinking. I'll show you. Right at the top corner of that button, there's a light blinking. I don't know if you can see it. That means it's in pairing mode. So press on your app, device has been reset. Tap that. And then it will start the pairing process to the Broadlink hub. Looks like we've got it paired there. So I'm going to press the back button, top left corner. And there we go. There's our smart lights button. If I select that, we can go into it. You can press how to link other appliances. And it'll give you all the instructions, but that's what I'm here for. So we're going to select back and back again. So Stay tuned. We're going to pair this up with our Alexa device next so we can throw the buttons into there, and that's where we're going to make them smart. All right, now I just want to show you, if I slide down, I got notifications. If you see at the top from Amazon Alexa there, it says 4 new devices found. 4 new devices were found. So I'm going to select that. It goes right into your Alexa app. So this was found without me doing anything. All right, guys, now we're going to assign these buttons within our Alexa app because we've carried over the buttons to the Alexa now, and that's where we're going to create the actions, not in the Broadlink app. So I'm going to go ahead and open up Alexa here first. Open that app. I'm going to search for devices, and you want to make sure you already have the Broadlink skill in your Alexa app. And we're going to actually create a group first, so I'm going to press the plus sign at the top right corner and add a group. Select that option and create a room or device group. Select that, select next, and our name is going to be a custom name. So I'm going to name this buttons lights, and select next. And wait for it to save. Okay. Add devices to this group, buttons light. So I'm going to scroll up, and here they are. Button 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're going to group all that into buttons light so we can find these, because remember, I already have one of these linked to my shades. So I'm going to select next at the bottom right corner. Select that button. Add Alexa devices to the buttons. I'm going to skip that step. I don't need that right now. And buttons lights is ready. So select done at the bottom. And here we go. Here's our buttons right here. Now if I click in right from here in our group, button 1 I'm going to select. No motion detected. See, now that's the glitch in the matrix here with these Broadlink buttons. Combined with the skill on the Broadlink to the Alexa app, it thinks these are motion detectors. Motion detector 1, 2, 3, and 4, but they're actually buttons. So keep that in your brain here, that don't worry about that it says motion.
Want to know what it is? The matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now in this very room. You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth. What truth? That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage. Born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind. Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more. Follow me.
I'm going to show you how to deal with that. So we're going to just select create a routine at the bottom here within button 1. Select that. and select at the top right corner plus to create a routine for our first button. And routine name, we'll select plus, and I'm going to name this button 1 lights on. Anything you want to name it. I'm going to control set of bed lights here, so I'm going to select next, top right corner. And when this happens, select the plus sign next to when this happens. And when a smart home thing happens, select smart home. And buttons, not button shades, we want buttons 1, right here, button 1, select that. See, it's when motion is detected. It's not motion, but when button is pressed is really what it should say here. So when motion is detected, we're going to say, even though it's going to be a button press, select next in the top right corner. Anytime we press that button, what action do we want it to do? Select the plus sign there. And we want it to do a smart home thing again, perform a smart home action. We want it to control a group in this case. In my case, select control group. And I made a group for my bed lights. Select bed lights and select power. We want it to power on. Brightness, we want it to go to 100% when we press that button. And color, select a color. Since it's a colored lamp, we're going to select, let's just say purple. And select save at the top right corner. And select next at the top right corner. And there we go. There's our first routine for button lights 1. Remember, one button can only do one action. Of course, you can add other things. If you add action here, you can have them turn on several lights or operate shades at the same time. You press this one action button, however many you want, but you can't double tap it like the Flic button. So we're just going to save this routine here now for that button 1 action. Save at the top right corner. And there's our routine at the top there. I'm going to go into that, just select that. And at the top right corner again, I'm going to select the 3 dots for more choices. And we're going to copy these actions to a new routine for our button 2 now. So select copy actions to new routine. Enter new routine name. We're going to say button 2 this time. That's going to be lights off. And select done. And then next at the top right corner. When this happens, select the plus sign. When a smart home thing happens, select smart home. And when button 2 now, select button 2 is detected, that means pressed, select the top right corner, next. It will do this action, which we copied already, but we don't want it to turn it on again, and we want it to turn it off. So just click in, touch bed lights again, right on top of that, and where it says power checked, that's good. We want it to toggle to power off this time if that button's pressed. And then just uncheck the brightness and uncheck the color. So all we want to do with button 2 is power off. So select next at the top right corner. And there it is. Buttons 2 is programmed. Easy as that, guys. Select save at the top right corner. Routine created successfully. There it is, our 2 new routines on our 2 buttons here. Now we got 2 other buttons here for other actions that we can perform. But we're just going to test these out for now. So I'm back out of here and we can leave the app. So guys, let's go test this out in the bedroom. Try out our new affordable Alexa Smart Button Switch. Come with me.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.